Kia ora guys, Coach Tim here, ready to talk you through block number 2 for 2023. Hard to believe we're already coming to the end of our first 12-week block for the year. Well done to everyone who absolutely smashed the open within this block. There's some really cool things coming up in the next one, so let me talk you through it. Mondays and Wednesdays, we're going to be working through a squat series through this block. So for the first 4 weeks, on a Monday, you're going to be working through both front squat and back squat, okay, within the same session. They're going to be performed as a superset based off a percentage of your front squat 1 rep max. Good way to build a good amount of volume and hypertrophy through the lower body, so quite a lot of volume there. On Wednesday, for the first 4 weeks, we're going to be working through front rack reverse lunges, so you're getting a little bit of that unilateral kind of strength and stability work within your lower body. At the 5th week mark, at week number 5, we're going to split, and Mondays we're going to be focusing more on the front squat, and Wednesdays we're going to be focusing more on the back squat. The way it's going to work for the next 8 weeks, we're going to be working through a slightly modified Russian squat cycle. One of the movements you're going to be looking to maintain, okay, for the first 4 weeks. So it's going to be 6x2 consistently for your front squat. The back squat, we're looking to build that up, okay? They're both going to be at around 80%-ish of your 1 rep max, maybe give or take a little few percent there. And you're going to be working through 6x3 in week 1, 6x4, 6x5, and then 6x6 in week 4. Once we hit that kind of week 4 mark, we'll switch them round, okay? You'll still front squat on the Monday, but your back squat on a Wednesday will become maintenance. You'll be working through 6x2 reps. And on Monday, the front squat will be looking to build that volume up. So the weight is going to stay the same throughout the cycle. It's going to be the volume that changes. So that's your 12 weeks for Mondays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays, we're going to shift the gymnastics component onto a Tuesday just for this block, just because it works in a lot better with squatting twice a week. And we're going to be working on developing ring dips. So whenever I tend to program ring dips, they seem to be something that people struggle with from a strict and kipping perspective. So for the first 4 weeks, we're going to look to build some strength and stability, a little bit of foundation work for your ring dips. Think things like bottom and top support holds, push-ups on the rings, just building that strength and stability through the shoulder joint. The middle 4 weeks, we're going to be working through strict ring dip progressions, okay? So either foot assisted, eccentric, unassisted, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff in there. And then the final 4 weeks of the 12-week block, we're going to be looking at adding in kipping ring dips for some of us. There'll be the option there if you don't want to add kipping. If you feel like you still need to build your strict strength, you can work on the strict strength, but the coaches will be running you guys through some pretty cool kipping ring dip drills on a Tuesday. Your Thursday and Friday, barbell and ollie. Ollie, we go into the form of some battery work, so a bit of an EMOM focus, varying different lengths of EMOMs there, but basically you're going to be working through half an EMOM, working through some power work, and then half the EMOM working on some full work. So getting comfortable in the receive of your clean and the receive of your snatch. Whatever we do on the Thursday, you'll do the opposite on the Friday. So if we clean and jerk, or there's a clean variation as part of the workout and barbell on Thursday, then you'll be snatching on Friday, and then it'll alternate as the following week, or as the weeks go by. Focus on the pressing series through your barbell stuff, okay? So it's going to be split slightly differently. We're going to do 3 weeks on the strict press, 3 weeks on the push press, 3 weeks on the push jerk, and 3 weeks on the split jerk. And then the workout focus is going to have more focus on those either clean or snatch variations, okay? And then it'll swap on the Fridays. Saturdays, it's quite an interesting one. It's quite cool. Within this block, there is 3 of our major events for the year. We've got the team games. We've got the Riot coming up first. We have the team games, and we also have the gymnathlon on the back end of this block. So I thought for some of the workout focuses, we would kind of focus towards those events that we have coming up. So, going back to some of the workout stuff, on a Tuesday, we're going to be focusing on either pair or team workouts, focusing more towards the Riot and the team games coming up, which is quite fun. And then later on down in the block, we're going to be working through more individual kind of gymnathlon styled workouts on a Saturday in particular, to start prepping you for that kind of gymnathlon vibe. Anyone doing high rocks, I've kind of bitten some of that stuff as well. So it's kind of that long individual chipper styled workouts. Not super high skilled. There's a little bit of high skill work in there, but it's not super high skilled. It's just long grunt work sessions. That's your Saturday and your Tuesday workouts respectively. Monday's workout focus, we've got gymnastics conditioning, okay? For the first 4 weeks, it's more, actually for the whole 12 weeks, it's based on rounds for quality. So think of it as almost an extension of your strength piece. I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to work on some more gymnastic stuff, but not always in an aggressive kind of end yourself workout scenario. So it's rounds for quality. Make sure you stick true to that as well. You don't have to come into the gym and literally end yourself every day. It's kind of nice to work through some of those more quality movements and refine the skill rather than just swinging around aimlessly and getting your toes to the bar. So there's a lot of strict work in there. There's a lot of kind of quite niche and different gymnastics movements that will really have good carryover into all of our kipping CrossFit gymnastics movements. So look out for those ones. So first 4 weeks is quite basic. And then as we progress, I will start to layer in some of those more advanced movements, similar to kind of the way we've been doing those big Monday sessions within this block, where the higher skill gets layered in, but it won't be at an aggressive, like a super high volume. There'll be some really specific pre-fatigue happening. So for example, if we're looking at adding in a bar muscle up, working that under some really specific kind of lat and stiff arm press down fatigue rather than just like general fatigue. So that's your Monday, Tuesday, that's Saturday. Wednesdays is a little bit more of a classic CrossFit focus. So you can expect to see a lot of benchmark girl workouts, a lot of open repeats, and a lot of workouts that I've kind of generated that fit the profile of like an open workout or some classic CrossFit. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's some really cool things coming up in this block, guys. As always, if you have any questions at all, just drop me a message or an email, tim@gymnasium.fit. Happy to answer any questions around the structure of the programming for the next 12 weeks, or you can hit me up in class. Really looking forward to seeing you soon, guys. Cheers.